Are you still on the fence? What are you waiting for? Go to AmericanDreamTrading.com and get signed up right away for the Gold VIP membership, where Mark McSee provides you with the latest news, updates, company profiles, economic calendars, so much more. Everything that you need to make an informed decision on how to invest your hard-earned money. Go to AmericanDreamTrading.com and get signed up today.
Uh, 207.80 up. Let's go really low on this one just to give you some room. 207 to do. Okay. But if you look at the trend, right, of what's been happening with NVIDIA, if you take your overall trend, it's been to the upside, leading up to, I always talk about this, always leads up to earnings, but typically it's buy the rumor, sell the news. So you've got to be extremely careful.
Yes. And that though is exactly why I like for traders to use Apple, right? Because it isn't that much volatility. You know what I mean? You could have 100 contracts at Apple, but it moved a penny. There's $100. You have 100 contracts at NVIDIA and it moves like that, right? That's 5,000. It's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's make it rain.
Join American Dream Trading's live trading weekdays 9 a.m. Eastern Standard. Welcome to the Aftermarket. American Dream Trading. You have entered the Aftermarket. AmericanDreamTrading.com. Welcome. You are now in the Aftermarket. Welcome. Look, I was cold. I had to put the windows down. Welcome to American Dream Trading's The Aftermarket live chat and watch party. I'm your host, J&J Video Reacts, and this is your stream. This has been a stream that has been created by traders for traders to just kick back, relax, chill. It's Labor Day weekend and it's Friday. Can you guys believe? I mean, I said this in the Zoom call earlier. I can't believe we're already back at Freestyle Friday. Seems like we were just on the panel talking and just freestyling it last week. And I mean, a whole weekend and a whole nother week has gone by. That doesn't feel like, it feels like we just did that a few days ago. Anyway, time's flying. That's my point. So you need to make sure that you get on board now. Join American Dream Trading. Just go to the link that Arlo has posted to the top of the live chat. Thank you, Arlo, so much for doing that. I love you and Miranda so much. You guys are always amazing with that back end stuff. You help out so much. Thank you guys. And they're funny as hell. And Arlo, Miranda, thank you for the suggestion. We're going to try to get some of that this weekend and see well, maybe next week. Let's see what we can do. But in any event, thank you. And welcome everybody to the Aftermarket. Hopefully you guys are ready for an amazing Labor Day weekend. I hope you get some R&R. Those of you that are struggling, I hope you get some excellent study time in. Don't forget, hey, listen, if you want the financial freedom, if you want the debt freedom from debt, you got to put the time in, you got to put the work in. There are no holidays, right? Just like there's no sleep. Team no sleep, baby. So if you really want this, you don't take days off. No days off. We got to get it done. So I know I have plans to really buckle down and get some studying done and some training done this weekend. So thank you so much. And Anne said she would help me out with that. So that's what it's talk about accountability partner, man. I mean, come on. Coach, thank you. I sent her a thing today that said angel, like she's an angel. I think she was sent. I really do. So heaven must be missing an angel because you're here with me right now. I couldn't help it, dude. But yeah, so thank you so much for that. You're appreciated. So yeah, man, let's get into it. Let's figure out what's going on in those brains, what plans everybody has for the weekend. Come on up here. Let's have a Labor Day weekend party to close out the week on the Aftermarket. So click that Restream link. Arlo also posted that. That's down there in the live chat. Restream. You'll notice Restream is within the link. Just click that. Follow the prompts. If you're on your iPhone, just click the Safari. If you're on your computer, just click the Google Chrome and get in here. Come hang out with us. The last day of the week and going into a 3-day weekend. There's no trading Monday, so we won't see each other. So come hang out. Come up here on the panel. If you've never come up on the panel, it's the perfect time to do it. And last but not least, send me into the weekend with just a couple of dollars, man. Man, y'all been light. I mean, I must really be doing a shitty job at this because it's been light. Wait a minute, hold on. How you doing? Hello. I think Coach hit me off for some language earlier in the week, and woo, it's been a little dry. There's a couple of you that have sent one here and there. Thank you, I appreciate you, but man, guys, this is I hate to sound like a bad, but this is part of my income, so help me out. Let's help keep the lights on and the Restream account going. So anyway, thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you. Enough begging for tips. Let's get everybody in. Oh, everybody. Aha! We've got. Is that James L and Ange? Yes, it is. You know it is. You guys know it is. Hold on one second. All right, let's get him in here. James L and Ange. Hello,
ladies.
How you guys doing?
Good. Good.
You doing good?
Good.
Bud. That's good. That's a good thing. You guys got any plans for the weekend?
Yeah, but I haven't been told what they are completely.
Oh, is it a surprise? Your wife's planning it?
Oh God, no! She doesn't plan anything. Whatever pops into her head, we do.
Oh wow, you sound like Nate.
No, I think she's planning on going to her brother, so I have to cook. I've been told a brisket, but I'm thinking maybe a pork butt.
Pork butt. You know what? You're the one that told us. You turned us on to the fact that you're the cook of the house, aren't you?
I am.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, I don't partake of the flesh, but I hope you guys enjoy it.
You haven't had my pulled pork yet either, so.
Well, see, that's the thing. I never will, but back in the day, I would have, and I'm sure I would have enjoyed it. But yeah, you didn't call me on the
conversation never goes.
It never ends. It never ends. I'm on a crusade, and I'm trying to save people, but I can only save those that want to be saved. I'm just throwing little hints out there.
I love it. I swear to God, I hear this every day. Like some way, somehow, food.
If it's not me, it's Aaron.
Brought up. It is so funny. It is so funny to me. I mean, I'm all for it, right? Like I am all for all the things and getting all educated and shit. Like I think that's great and stuff. But it's just super funny that every single day, some way, some form, it's one or the other. It's just the funniest thing to me.
See, we got to get it in where we can fit it in. You know what I'm saying? It's like every now and then if we can, and it's not constant, but every now and then if we can do a little billboard or something. Hey, eat healthy. Hey, stop eating meat and dairy. Just, it's
What's super funny, like I'm incredibly open-minded about it. Like I'm slowly starting to gross myself out.
Jen loves you. She says she's one of my transformers. Like
It is really funny, truly. It is
Yeah.
really funny.
Just
It
dropping
is
the
how-
seeds. Dropping the seeds, right?
That's all we're doing. That's all we're doing. We're not force feeding it down anybody's throat. Just dropping the seeds. That's all. Hey, Aaron.
Howdy.
Oh, there'll be some seeds on there.
Woo.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure, because trust me, I can appreciate it. Because back in the day, I used to eat it. So when they were talking about the Carolina barbecue this afternoon, the mustard-based one, I had that. I was walking through, one day this is when I lived in Baltimore, and we're walking through, and there's this guy in his backyard, basically just cooking this brisket or whatever he was cooking up, and he had that type of barbecue sauce out there. He had both. He had the red and that. It was like a vinegar-based
Based in
Carolina, and
Yeah.
dude, that was some amazing stuff right there. So I can remember that, I can appreciate it, but now that I know better, I don't eat it. But I enjoyed it back in the day. But so what plans do you have other than cooking? Well, what were you gonna say?
No, I just on Anne's point, it always comes up. I grew up in a small town that come on weekends there were only 3 F's to do: fighting, food, and
Yeah, right. I get it. I definitely get it. Oh man, I bet you got that grill. What do you got? A smoker in your backyard, or? Yeah, I know you got the whole setup, don't you?
You think you can smoke fruit? Is that like a thing?
What?
Could you smoke fruit? Like, is that like a thing?
Yeah, you can.
I smoke vegetables, so
mushrooms, veggies. Yeah.
I don't know how well you can see it. It's just a small one.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on one second.
That's a small one, my ass.
It's a 55-gallon drum. It's small.
Damn, James.
You put a whole pig in there.
I have a baby version
about half.
of that. I have a baby version of that. I have a desktop one just like that.
I've had a half pig in there.
Tabletop version.
I can put I can put about 10, 12 briskets in it at one time.
Wow. Impressive.
Cannot see. My God. It's been a long day. I can't see shit.
Have you ever had to mass cook the briskets like that? Well, otherwise, why would you have known that you could fit 10 or 12 in there? You must have. Because didn't you say you did that before?
Oh, yeah. Well, it used to be my dad's. I got it when he passed away. It's the only reason I have it. I wouldn't. Which, funny story, he picked it up from a pawn shop for $300.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
No, he knew the guy real well at the pawn shop. He bought a lot of stuff from them, and it come in. The guy sold it to him for what he gave for it.
Oh wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, so I'm not complaining, but yeah, we've been to a couple of bike rallies, and unless you have a food license, you can't sell food.
Right.
But I can sell paper plates at $8 a piece all day long.
I get it. That happen to have brisket on top of them.
If it happened to have a brisket and some pickles and some, buns and a Coca-Cola or Coors Light or what,
or a loophole somewhere.
Yeah.
I like that. That's an expensive paper plate. Here, let me give you this stuff on top of it.
You can napkin too.
Yeah, let me just give you that. Buy the plate from me, and I'll just give you the food. How about that? Hey. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Oh man, Aaron, what are you doing for the holiday?
Same. Every day is the same day down here. There's no holiday, so I'll just probably hang out with the dogs, go to the market, prep some food. Just I'm moving away. I'm stepping into my fasting time, so I'm just getting rid of all the solid foods and getting more into the juices and the fruits and stuff like that. So just relax and then obviously study. We got the class tomorrow with Eric, which is going to be awesome.
Yep.
Eric doing the class on tomorrow. And yeah, just taking the time, review charts, and that's about it. No big plans at all.
Sounds like a nice, relaxing weekend. You know what
Waiting
I mean?
for Tuesday so I can start trading again.
Yeah, man. Oh, man.
Well, if it's
Try to
not
make
open
up for
all the
bonehead
time,
mistakes.
Forex and futures are always open. So even though that I don't trade them right now, I am learning about them, and then the charts are always moving. So I could always go into the charts on Forex and futures and just chart things out and see how I mark things out prior. And at least I have some chart movement. So if as long as those markets are open, there's always a chart to chart and practice. And that's what I've been doing, is just paper practicing those. Why I'm not able to trade the other market that we play. So
Webull allows you to paper practice that, or is that another platform?
on TradingView. And TradingView, you can. I just paper practice like Nate. I literally just write down on papers, but I just chart things out and I'll make notes on the chart. So I'll just say enter here at blah blah blah, and here's a good support and resistance. Here's supply and demand, and just get the practice on a moving chart. I mean, it's really easy to dissect a chart that's already happened. I mean, we're all
Right.
pretty good at that, saying, oh yeah, you should have bought here, but in the emotions of the chart moving, it's not as accurate as actually trading that. So I like to get the charts where they're live, and I literally either put a note down on paper, or I'll just make notes as they go, and practice like that. And Forex,
and because it's actually live during the weekend, TradingView has it where you can paper trade it while it's real time.
Yeah, I like I said, I haven't used the paper trading there. I literally just, like I said, just write it down on paper.
Okay.
And or make notes on the chart itself, because it's easy to just pull down some text, say I'm going to enter here at this at this number, and that's just like me hitting the button, and then I'll see how it plays out. Because I don't, the replay, it works, but then you kind of get a glimpse of what the replay is, so you kind of could see where it's going to go. But with the live charts, I'll just literally put a text there and say enter here for this reason, and then that will be my entry, and then I'll see how it plays out, and I'll get my exit point and just type it really just on the charts itself. That's been really good and helpful for me.
Okay.
Like I said, we could all pick apart the hindsight 2020 and look at a chart and say, well, yeah, I should have got in here. And I mean, like Apple or SPY, it went all the way down to yesterday's lows, bounced off of yesterday's lows, and ran all the way up to yesterday's highs. And looking back, oh yeah, I should have got in here, should have got on there, but it's not how it plays out, So I like the mental, clearing up the mental and just practicing being more robotic, being more process oriented than what I think is going to happen. So anytime that I can, I jump over to the Forex or the futures market to catch those live trades for that. And then plus I get more chart or more screen time. And then I'm also learning the other products that the market has to offer. I mean, Forex is the largest market that we have. It's a lot larger than what we play, and larger than the Forex or the futures market. So it's a good thing to learn. And whenever time comes,
world market, right? Currency.
Yeah, it's currency. So you got the currency pairs. So I'm learning, about the pairs. I'm getting more knowledge about what other countries are doing and finding the resources to find out what moves those markets. So it's just broadening my outlook on everything. I always like to grow and keep things moving, and those other two markets are always there for us. And they're always moving. I mean, Forex is pretty much open all the time, and then futures is pretty much the same too. It shuts down a couple hours, or I think from Saturday to Sunday night or Friday to Sunday night, but it's open 24/7. And there's, it's just like the other markets. There's times where it runs a lot, and there's times when it's really slow. So learning about
I know Ralph trades Forex.
Yep. Yeah, Ralph trades Forex, and there's a few others that do as well. So it's just it's really good. I mean, for me, I want to know everything. You know, I like to master a lot. I'm a jack of all trades, but I try to master them all, and doing what we do here and during the day, and then using that same practice and moving it over to the other markets just really refines my skill, and just is going to make me better and better.
That's really cool, because I remember Coach talking about the 2-minute EWO, saying you could use it for all of that too if you're doing that. So that's awesome. That's amazing.
Yep.
Good for you. Good for you. Good a job, right?
Good
job.
Cool. Good job.
Good job. Yeah, I definitely have an interest in expanding into that. I just need to get this right first. I just need to get this process down and be making some money so that I can do those other markets and do other strategies. You know what I mean? And not just have, a couple dollars in it. I like to be able to play. So yeah, I know what I'm doing this weekend. And how about you? You said you have plans too, right?
Yeah, tomorrow. I'm gonna go see my dad. He's been ill this good part of this year, so I'm gonna go up north tomorrow and spend the day there and stuff. And then I'm gonna do what I always do. I'm gonna study my brains out the rest of the weekend. I got a whole weekend to, I've got L2s to study. I've got stuff I want to make sure that I know. I need to keep reviewing candles. Yeah, there's no rest. Like, until I'm a master, like, I have no interest in like stopping now. Like, I am.
Exactly.
It's time, right? Like, now is the best time. So
laser focused with the broad spectrum. But laser focused. Exactly.
Yeah.
And you get a chance to cut your training teeth on me this weekend.
Yes, I'm so excited. Like,
me too.
I'm excited. Yeah,
me too, because it's about time. It's about time.
It'll be good. It'll be really good. I promise.
We could jump into the gold voice and share screens.
Yes, smart. Very, very smart. Yes,
I'm down for that.
Yeah, I'm exciid, right? Like, I do a lot of training professionally, so it's just what I do and stuff. So when you have a confidence in something, like, it's fun to share it with others and help people want to reach a goal, whatever that goal is. So I like that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
People helping people.
Well, it wasn't something that we talked to Coach about, so we were just kind of going to do a private Zoom. So, but if you want a link, I don't mind sending it to you. It was really more for me to kind of get some shit down. You know what I mean?
I won't interrupt. I won't interrupt.
You're cool. You're cool. But yeah, we can send you the link. Hey, the more the merrier, man. But I don't want it to get too, because I'm trying to get laser focused.
Yeah, I'm a completely different person when I'm in like study mode. Like, when it's time to like bear down and really focus.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's super important, which is funny, Don, like, you mentioned that this morning, and then Coach posted what he posted this afternoon, and it shocked the shit out of me and stuff. So I'm like, oh my God, like, this day. Oh my God. It's been a crazy
my God. What I miss? What did he post?
It was a special day today for Ange.
It is a very special day. Oh, you didn't see it?
No.
Oh, it's in the, what is it called?
Yeah, what is it?
The Hall of Fame Club.
There you go.
Really?
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, tell me what. I got issues reading. What? Tell me. I'm totally excited.
I don't want to read it because it's weird to read something about yourself. I can't do it.
Oh my God, Aaron, can you read it?
Let me find it and I'll read it.
Okay.
But it was just funny. Like, you and I had a conversation, Dawn, this morning and stuff, and then like the day progressed, and then I happened to be listening to Zoom, and somebody said, "Congratulations, Angela," and I'm like, what happened? Like, and then I saw that I had a ton of notifications on my phone. So like, oh shit, okay, cool.
Yeah. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Sorry, I have dyslexia, so if I mess up a word, not my fault.
Don't worry.
All right, so from ADT Coach, I would like to induct Ange to the Hall of Fame Club for all the amazing support and inspiration since joining American Dream Trading 8 months ago, a short 8 months. Not only has she followed the rules and became one of the most successful traders in our community, she also has spent her own time and energy on helping others inside of our training channels and aftermarket programs. Thank you for being the best part of American Dream Trading and we are fortunate to have you with us. And I echo that too. It's just amazing
That's so
to get the
awesome.
recognition from Coach.
That's so
I've
awesome.
I've seen it as well, and amongst others as well. Anybody that's been here, that's been watching at all, your growth and your progress through this short 8 months is just hands down probably um, one of the most remarkable progresses that I've seen. I've been trading for a little bit, but just the amount of discipline that you've been able to apply and adhere to the rules and make it work for you. And then not only that, you found success in a very short amount of time. I mean, if you would look at the statistics of what you've done, definitely in the top 1 to 2%. There's not a lot of traders that kind of are able to find that discipline, come in here with the empty cup that you had and apply it in a way that has given you the success that you've been able to grow. So obviously from Coach and everybody that's read it, from myself though, yeah, just an amazing job, and just hats off, and just honored and grateful to be along this journey with you.
Yes, congratulations, girl. You deserve it. And I'm a extremely good judge of character, right? I'm it's like something about you when you first started just interacting and everything. And I remember when you were Trader of the Week and you came on here, and that was one of the first conversations that we had. And I realized that okay, she's going places. I mean, period. That there's no doubt in my mind she is going places. So and then as we got to know each other, and I realized, wow, she's cool as shit. She's like really smart, but she's cool as shit. Like a little bit more laid back than people. Jen said, "Congratulations." She just yelled in. But yeah. So today was purely out of respect, and hey, you know what? I need you. You know what I mean? I need you to like kind of tuck me up under here and be like, "Come here, bitch." Like, let me show you what's happening, okay? Because if that one-on-one, I think would really, really, really be what the doctor ordered. Anytime I've ever become really good at something, it was because I literally was able to have one-on-one time with somebody and get down what they did. I remember when I sold security systems, and I told Jen this story. I'm not sure if I told it in the group, but I used to sell security systems, right? And it was weird because I wasn't doing that well. Like the very first demo I went on right out of training class, they were like, okay, we got some extra appointments. Any of you, this is the last day of training class. We have been training for a couple weeks. And they're like, anybody want to try one? And so me and this other kid, you know what? You want to pair up and go demo together? So we did. We went in, and this little old lady, sweet old lady, you know what I mean? We sold her a security system. We made $1,000 in that house. I'm like, holy shit. And we split it. You know what I mean? But since then, it kind of went downhill for whatever reason. I just couldn't seem to close anybody. Well, one of my last appointments, maybe a couple months later, apparently I was going to be let go. And the office manager that trained us came on the demo with me. I guess it was to see what I was doing in the house. But instead, what he did was he did the demo. And when I saw that, something completely clicked, like, oh, from then on, they started calling me one a day Dawn because I was closing one every day. And it was based on me being able to get in the trenches with him and see what he did in that home. That's what I'm looking for. And I think you're the perfect person to do it. So, and I want to put it out there because when all of a sudden Dawn starts hitting these big numbers, I want the credit to go right where it belongs. Because if you're willing to do this with me, damn, I'm almost getting misty. If you're willing to do this with me, I'm just.
I can't choke up anymore today, Don. I can't.
I'm like, somebody needs to kick my ass over the edge. And Andrew's like, you know what?
Are you crying? There's no crying in baseball.
Andrew's like, yeah, come on, let's do this. So yeah, damn. Thank you.
She's an amazing woman,
man.
and
I really do.
Thank you.
Thank
and
you.
just humbled to this whole thing. So
yeah.
So it's more like some one-on-one training for future one-on-one training.
Yeah. Yeah. I really think you would be an awesome one-on-one trainer. I really do. You know what I mean?
I can thank Nate for that, right? Like, I feel like, and I always give those to the utmost credit, aside
Yeah.
from Coach and like everybody
Yeah.
else in the community. But like, when I came here, I had no plan of this ever going as far as it had, or that it has, right? But I've just been super open to just paying attention to everything that I hear from those two, right? Like not just in my personal life, but my professional life too. I am intentional, and I surround myself with people, and we've heard this before from others, that are way more intelligent than I am and stuff. And I live by that. I want to be a part of that always. And yes. So being intentional is very important. So
and I don't want to, take any credit from Nate either, because Nate's been huge too. Nate calls and checks on me. Did you trade today? How'd you do?
Awesome.
And he has been an amazing influence on me and my trading and what I'm doing and why I even switched over to shares to begin with. So shout out to Nate. Thank you, Nate, for all that you have done with me as well. You know what I mean? But I need some that just be able to watch the screen. And I know you're not technically savvy, so I know that's probably not
I'm
going to be able to
savvy
happen.
enough to day trade.
No, not him, not you, him.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the whole screen sharing and all of that. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, Nate don't get down with that. So that hasn't been able to happen with him, but I know that can happen with us. So I'm so excited about that. But anyway, so that's what our Sunday's gonna be. And Aaron, if you want to come hang out, man, that's fine. Cool.
Absolutely. Yeah. I won't interrupt anything. I'll just help with any technicals that we need to iron out or anything. So
cool. Because you're my brother too. So you know what I mean. Ange, we promise we won't turn it into a food conversation.
Well, I can't promise that.
I can squash it with a steak. It's fine.
Ooh, steak with some sauteed squash and zucchini.
I was about to say James probably makes a mean steak on that grill too. Yeah, I'll be honest with you. This is the first time I've ever been tempted by meat. The conversation of meat, I'm like, in a long time, but I would never do it. But I'm like, damn, he just brought back the memories of brisket and pulled pork.
Well, that's why I don't like going to steakhouses, because I'm always disappointed. My wife's always disappointed.
Yeah, because they don't measure up to what you do.
I do better at home, a lot cheaper.
Yeah.
I definitely used to do that too. I used to definitely cook way better than most restaurants. There's some really good restaurants in Vegas, but they would be an arm and a leg. However, I would definitely outcook 90%, 95% of them. So, but
I was gonna say, I wouldn't. I'm not. I haven't had no Gordon Ramsay steak, but I'd rather cook my own than go to Longhorn Steakhouse.
What? You've never eaten out of Hell's Kitchen?
No, but that's on my bucket list. I want to one day. One day I will.
Used to love watching Master Chef.
Yeah.
That was a good show.
My son wants to be a chef.
Really? That'd be cool.
Yep.
That'd be cool. Well, he can trade, and he can finance his own restaurant, right?
Yeah.
I did at one point in time when I was younger, because I remember reading an article, and I think it was Time magazine, and I forget what president it was, but they were talking about the president's personal chef and the salary. Oh my God. To just cook, and of course you were on call 24/7, whatever that family wanted at that one particular point in time, but the travel and the money and the cooking and the
lifestyle.
I could do that.
You could do that. Yeah. Listen,
but I also wanted to be a space cowboy astronaut, so
Well, you know, I'm a Prince fan, and Prince apparently paid his chef pretty well too. He got his chef through
Oh
word of mouth. Somebody, he was working in a restaurant that somebody recommended to Prince, and Prince took the guy off the restaurant's hands after having a couple of meals from him. And yeah, I want you to be my personal chef, and yeah, and it was that same type of situation. So that's pretty cool. If you got the skills, you can be scooped up. You know. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Are we going to talk about anything to do with trading? Like, what the hell was going on with
yeah.
Apple at
I
the end
don't
of
want
the
to.
day?
That was weird.
Yeah,
Range.
that
I don't
was,
Yeah.
want to.
Well, it's been rangy
I
for the
was a
last couple
bonehead.
weeks.
huh?
Yeah. Go ahead, James.
What was that?
No. You, Aaron. I was a bonehead. So you go ahead.
Oh,
No,
well, you know
all
we're going
I,
to circle back to you.
yeah, we'll get your
What'd you
bonehead.
do?
But we,
It's just, What? I'm going through a tunnel.
We're circling back. You can't escape.
Nice effing try.
Yeah, we're circling
we just
back.
Call you
Aaron,
out.
we just
what,
got to
what
know
did
what
you?
yeah, we just got to know what markets we're in, right? Sometimes we're in a very trendy market where we could just let riders ride, where the EWO plays out all day, where we just get in and trade and let it go. And then some days and sometimes we're in a very rangy market. Right now for spies and the Fang stocks, it's been very rangy for the last week and a half, 2 weeks. And when we do that, we gotta take that in consideration of how we play our trades. We can't let them run. We need to get out probably a little bit quicker because at any time it could reverse and go back and test lows. But I mean, I'm looking at SPY, looking at Apple. They've pretty much ranged. I mean, Apple kind of broke out yesterday a little bit, but then came back down. But they've been pretty much testing the same highs and lows for them. So it has been difficult. I've gotten chopped up. Tuesday was a day I actually ended up my day red, which was the first day in about a week and a half. It was, I didn't enjoy that. However, I reminded myself of what market we're in. We're in a very rangy market, and we could still make a ton of money. We just need to know that where our levels are at. We got to make sure that we're following the rules, and then stay inside those guidelines, and not think that it's just going to keep on running one way or the other. Because right now, the market makers and the big institutions are keeping it within inside of a range. It's, we're coming up to all-time highs on, Apple and SPY and the others, where it's trying to figure out, is it going to go higher right now, or is it going to go lower? So right now we've just been in this rangy market. There's been a ton of money to be made. I mean, SPY came, what did it open up? Today was fun with SPY, man. It was a great ride if you were able to catch it.
I can pull it up so we
Yes.
can look at it.
Yeah, so we opened up in the middle, like 560. It came back, it came down. So if you got into SPY, like it had some chop early in the morning, but then it started breaking the EWO, started giving us a nice EWO down. You could have rode it all the way down to yesterday's lows. Yesterday's lows, it literally bounced off of yesterday's lows and then started turning back up. And I mean, like I said earlier, hindsight looking at this is a lot easier, but it still gives us a huge amount of opportunities to start making money. And then after it touched yesterday's lows, it started marching up the rest of the afternoon and started touching and went all the way up to yesterday's highs. I mean, that's a ton of money that we could have made inside of those trades. And Apple pretty much did the same thing. I didn't trade a lot on Apple. I traded early in the morning and made some decent money on it. Come on, charts. Everything's a little slow right now. But Apple did the same thing. It opened up, went down, tested some lower supports, made a nice double top, kind of came back down and tested it again, and then marched back up. So we're just in a very rangy market, and it sucks when we're not on the right side of it. But it is something that we just got to journal in our journal, and then make sure that we have note of it. And next time it comes up, we just pay attention. Are we in a overall trendy market where we got nice trend, or are we on an overall rangy market?
I mean, look at that. That's SPY. There was no real huge upside or downside. I don't ever think I've seen SPY in like basically a straight line like that. Ever. That's like the whole day. It just ranged all day long. So thank God I wasn't in that. But you know, okay. So wait a minute, maybe not, because when I pull it up, okay,
No, yeah, you
Zoom
got.
out, zoom out. Spy has some
yeah,
drops.
yeah.
Oh
Look
yeah.
at that. Holy shit. Okay, so yeah,
But it
like
never really proved to us in the morning, right, Don?
yeah.
It opened up, went up a little bit. You know, if you caught that and you're a master scalper and you could get in and out really quick, yeah, that's, you know, you could have played that. But it came up and tested the high, you know, it tested that 622.11, made a double
Up here.
top, and we know what coach's favorite play is, double tops and double bottoms. Made a
Yep.
double top and then started marching down, and it marched all the way down to yesterday's lows. And that in that time, it broken the EWO, broken the 21, broken the 55, created a nice ribbon, you know.
That
So
was
it
a
was a
good
nice
separation
EWO
right
play.
there.
Yeah, it
That
was a
was a good
nice
separation.
EWO
It
play.
lines right up with the second candle here. You got the separation happening there, and yeah. That's beautiful. Right
Yep.
here, probably would have scared. So actually, I was in this. Come to think of it, I did try a little bit of spy. I think.
You think?
Which one did I make $10 on? Or maybe I'm thinking of Apple, because I remember this section here and almost getting out and not getting out and being able to take advantage of this. But then here, I gave it back. So
Yeah, I mean it's choppy. That's what a range market, or you know, a rangy market
yeah,
is. It's going to be choppy through these drops and
yeah, look at
pulls.
that.
I
Look
mean,
at
it
that.
eventually went back down again after that chop, and you know, if we were following the rules, we would have started shedding. You know, when it started broken the 9, maybe shed a little bit. It broke the 21, shed a little bit more, dropped back down, came back up, tested the 55, but never broke it. Never broke that
Mhm,
ribbon, and then went all the way down and then touched yesterday's lows. And we got to
mhm.
pay attention to the yesterday's lows and yesterday's highs, because that's going to give us an idea of the market. It's going to tell us if it's rangy, if it's going to tell it's going to be trendy, because
There it is, right there.
our overall
There's the
macro
matchup.
trend is, it's picture is always going to affect our micro picture. So it couldn't break yesterday's lows, and that told me that, hey, we can't break yesterday's lows. It's going to be inside this range. I had no
Yeah,
idea that I was going to be able to come all the way back up to yesterday's highs, but I knew that it didn't have enough power. It didn't have enough sellers, and the buyers outweighed the sellers, and it bounced off of yesterday's lows and then started
yeah,
marching.
and Coach said that. Coach said that in the mentorship program, that SPY has habits, and
Yep.
it will always try to get back to where it once was. I'll never forget those words. That's a gold nugget. And look what it did. He's absolutely right. Look at that. Like you said, yesterday's lows, boom, here we are back in that same range. I
Yep.
mean,
And
it's
then
like a double bottom.
Yep. Yeah, it is. Yeah, yesterday. Yeah,
It's a
double
double
bottom from
bottom.
yesterday's lows. And if we're looking at candle patterns, it's an inverse head and shoulders, almost down to the T. So even if you didn't get yesterday's lows, we still had a
Mhm.
chance once it started breaking up above the 9, breaking up above the 21, and then started creating that ribbon again. It was still below VWAP, but you could have done a little Danny DeVito down there, and then
Mhm.
it kept on marching up. And then once it broke above VWAP, that would have been your entry to, you know, to add in more if you wanted to. And then it
These
marched
two
up,
levels match up. Look at that.
and marched up all the way up to yesterday's highs. It did
Yep.
a little liquidity sweep and passed yesterday's highs a little bit, but then came right back down right before the market closed. So, and that's the things that we need to study. Those are the, you know, if you didn't do good today and you got chopped up, just break it down and move the chart where you don't see the candles, and just play it over again and just look at your indicators and look at what your thought process is, what was, and I think it was going up because of this, but then it didn't, and then find out the reasons why, or how you could change what you did to make it successful. So the next time you go into it, you're reprogramming your brain into that new change, rather than holding on to those mistakes. And that's what, that's when I'm looking at charts and going over my journals and my trades. It's like, all right, where did I mess up? What didn't I see? Now that the market's closed and I could take the time. Yeah, we don't get the candle movements, because as each candle is printing, we're watching this candle print. So our mind is jumping inside of our process and getting in the way of ourselves and saying, oh no, it's going to break down here, but it's really never broken certain rules to tell us to get in or out. So yeah, just go through those and replay them and find out and make your notes in your journal or mental notes or whatever works best for you. But journaling is always the best, to write it down and then put in what would have corrected that mistake that you made. And then hopefully next time you start building that confidence up rather than holding on to the losses. Because I know after I had that red day on Tuesday, it messed me up on Wednesday and even Thursday. I traded really light. I didn't trade like I normally did, and I was still kind of getting out that funk of that one day. So what I'm suggesting is nothing more than what I'm going through myself, but am working on and spend an insane amount of time doing so, and I see improvements doing it. So yeah.
Cool beans, man. Cool. Let's see here. Did you say Apple? I can pull Apple up too.
James, I think James was in Apple, yeah.
No, I was in SPY.
Oh, you were in
It
SPY?
was SPY, okay.
Yeah.
James, you're not supposed to be in SPY.
I know, but when the market started, I did good in the pre-market, and the market open, I was focused on Lunar and missed the entry on Apple. And I should have just focused on Apple. I've been doing okay with Apple this week, so I should have stayed with that. But
Are you in the Apple chat?
I am.
Yeah, that was
Well,
As I said, I should have just, that's mistake one. I should have stuck with that. But
they did
I've
an
been
amazing.
rewatching the mastermind class over and over again, preparing for part 2. How to grow your small account.
Uh-huh.
Especially the last 5-10 minutes ish of it.
Yeah.
So you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. I'm not going to go into a whole lot of details, but I played around with that today.
Mm-hmm.
I've been doing it in paper and killing it, and it's one of those things I've been nervous about trying it live. So I just did real small 10 contracts just to see, and yeah, wrong time.
It looks like it was pretty much a straight shot down, right? But there was some choppiness in there. So yeah, but other than that, it looks like it was a pretty
Well, I got in closer to the beginning, right? Right at that double top right after the market opened.
Yeah, up here
on SPY.
On
He
SPY.
was on
SPY. Yeah.
You got in long or short?
Long.
Oh, okay.
This
and
stuff
it was green for a second, and it didn't fill, and then it went to break even, and then I was down 15, and all right, I'm out. Then a massive gamma candle, and I was out 35, and it finally filled the sell order. So right there before the double top, that big candle going up, I got in shortly before that because it come off the 9.
What, in here or up here?
Right in the valley there.
Right here.
Over a little bit more right.
Yeah.
Over here?
No, to the right.
To the left. To the left. Is your left my left, or is your right my right? Like
right on the chart.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Right on the chart.
Yeah. So
more. Yeah, right there. Yeah, right where you're just going to, and it dropped down, then came back up. I saw that movement too, but everything was so compressed there. That was a really That was a scalpy entry. You needed it,
Well, and that's what I was going for.
Yeah.
But it didn't work out this time.
Well,
see, this is
and then
just
of course
chop here. Ugh, I wouldn't have even been getting in that. James, you're a renegade, man. You like a challenge. I figured that out about you. I have figured that out about you.
It's the first of the month, so I had errands I had to run, and caretaker didn't show up today, so
yeah.
I took the loss on the chin, and you know what? Said fine. I got other responsibilities I got to do anyway. To hell with it. Instead of making it worse and revenge trading. Because I loaded up for 20 instead of 10 to go the opposite way. But I didn't pull the trigger on it. Because, that would have been revenge trading.
Uh-huh. And it probably wouldn't have worked out. Well, it might have, because look what ended
up happening. I was going to say, as it turns out, that red candle, though actually there's what, 1, 2, 3 red candles.
Yeah.
Because I was loaded up for puts before that massive drop. I just didn't pull the trigger on it. I walked away too early. Because I didn't want a revenge trade, so.
Gotcha. But I'm also thinking that, and I know this because I've done this myself hundreds of times. I think maybe we're trying to make a trade out of something. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I mean, at the time there was no way to know that SPY was going to do that. So the only thing that I had going in my mind at the time for loading up on puts was because it was so close to that double top.
Gotcha. Man, my mind is so spent. I'm already on the weekend. I'm just kind of like relaxing. It's like I wish I could say something noble here, but I'm like, yeah, dude, whatever. It's like I got you because I can't. I got in here, I would be so chopped up and ate up. Oh my god.
God,
but I would have probably tried it because I would have seen this. That would have said, "Oh shit, cool, yeah, we can get it," and then bam, I would have got hit with this. I would have gotten nervous and possibly panic sold. And then here it would have been like if I had stayed in it, oh, okay, cool, we're going to the upside again. And then this would have happened. So this right here, especially where I play, I wouldn't have made any money on this because it would have constantly ate up any premium that I was in. It just would have come out of here with nothing right here.
Well, and the other thing, it was something that Coach highly advises against. One of those, 100 contracts, one penny move would have been $100.
Yeah, position size. It's
but I did it. I did it with 10. So.
Yeah, but something resonating with me a lot that Nate said, and who else? Ange, you said it yesterday. One contract, not contract, but if you're doing contracts, this would apply to contracts. One share. And if you're translating it over into options, one option contract would be your Danny DeVito. Because that way you would see if the trade plays out. I would much rather ride this shit here out with one contract than 10. Because if I end up on the losing end of this, I'm only losing whatever I paid for that contract, which, in my case, probably wouldn't be much. Most likely it would be IWM, which kind of mirrors SPY. Let me see if IWM was anything close to that. Because, yeah, see, look, that started out choppy too, and then it dropped. So, yeah, very similar opening to SPY, a little bit of a double top here, and then it dropped, and then it had that. Yeah, it's basically the same trade as SPY. So, and I would have gotten in there with maybe either a $12 contract or like a $20 contract, depending on what I had. Ate me up, but the most I would have lost would have been a few bucks, if I had just had one contract. And then here is where it would be, okay, maybe I switch it over. And then in here, load up a little bit. You know what I mean? One contract here, and then here, load up a little bit, and then boom. So that's something I'm definitely adopting. And I do it in share morning. I only do one share in the morning when I'm in the pre-market. So go back to contracts one day because I've committed to just getting this process down with Ange and touching contracts. Just so you know, I don't plan on touching any contracts in this process because that's just going to ruin what I'm learning. I'd be focused completely on shares.
I think
So,
that sounds
but
like
when
a
I,
great idea.
yep, and I already am. But yeah, I've kind of been dipping lately back into this a little bit. I think the situation that I've been in, I'm like, I need some extra money to see, if we need this floor dug into, and I think that's created a need for me to do stupid shit again in an effort to try to, help the situation at home.
Yep,
And
agreed.
yeah, and it just ends up making it worse because I took a little bit of a hit yesterday, and that was no good. So, yeah, that's what made me reach out to Ange. I'm like, okay, I gotta stop this shit. Got to get this down, and she has it, and I want it. I'm like, I need you. The multiplicity, yeah, I need you to clone my ass. I need you to clone yourself. Turn me into an Ange. So that's a task. But I have vowed to empty my cup. I don't know anything. I have had nothing taught to me at all ever. I'm gonna go into it with complete blinders on, like I'm starting from scratch, because that's the only way I'm truly gonna get what I need at.
And you know this, but only one that's going to change and make that difference is you. But I like the determination and the focus, and having a mentor that is as powerful as Ange definitely is going to help hone in that and give you confidence to stay within those rules and stay within that guideline for that, because it's going to pay off. It's there. So, but yep, you could do it.
I'm excited about it.
I'm excited for you.
Look, I feel like, remember the movie Grease?
Yeah, it's an amazing movie.
Yeah, remember when Sandra D went up to Frenchie and was like, I need you to help me out. And all of a sudden she shows up at the end of the movie, this badass bitch. I have a feeling that's what's gonna happen with this thing with Anne. Just like the traitor I know I am in there that has all this shit is
so you're
just
saying
gonna.
Ange is Sandra D?
No, I'm Sandra D. Ange is
Oh, the
Frenchie.
other way. Frenchie,
And
yeah.
like, come here, let me show you what's up. Let me help you out. You know what I mean? And then all of a sudden it's gonna be like, damn, okay, we knew you could do this. It's about time. I can
Oh,
already
I can see Edge with bubblegum pink hair.
Pink hair? What?
You haven't seen Grease, Edge?
What is it?
Grease?
The movie Grease with John
Oh
Travolta.
yeah, long time ago. Yeah. Okay, what about it?
Okay, so I was saying, remember the ending where Sandra D goes to Frenchie and says, she's tired of being this goody two shoes girl next door. She knows John Travolta kind of needs a little bit more of a badass chick. So she goes to Frenchie, and Frenchie takes her off and gets her the makeup and the spandex and all that. And she comes back and she's the hot bitch, right? Okay, that's what I'm saying. You're Frenchie, I'm Sandra D. I'm like, okay, I need to be this badass traitor. Like, you have the capability of, because she's in there. She is freaking in there. And I keep getting all these tidbits from everybody, and I'm using them. And yeah, I can coach people and shit, but I'm not doing it, and it's bothering me like to no end. Not only do I need the money, but I need the training, like one-on-one, just like straight take me in the makeover room and make my ass into this trader. And I know you can do that. It's a nudge from the universe. She's the one that can do that for you. I don't know where it came from. Well, I do know, because I've been talking to you for like how many months now. So I've gotten that. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, she can do this. So I am your Frankenstein. I am your project.
Projects.
I am Ange's project. So, yeah, I can't wait to come out of the. Okay, let's put you out into the world. See what you do with that. Because I know it's going to be good.
Little Home Depot there.
Huh?
Little Home Depot.
Yep. Crazy.
You can do it. We can help.
So do you guys have anything else to add? Anybody want to come up on the panel? Other than that, I'm going to let you guys get started with your weekends, because I didn't want to keep everybody in here that long. It's Labor Day weekend. We got stuff we got to do. And when I'm not, around this training, I'm going to be doing some editing like I've been doing all week because I want to drop some monster videos this week. So, yeah, anything else anybody want to add before we get out of
No.
here?
Congratulations, Aaron or Aaron.
Congratulations to both of you, Ange and Aaron.
Yeah,
I'm a
man.
fellow
Yeah.
Hall of Famer, Ange, so welcome to the club, baby girl. Yeah, coach is cool. We earn that for the aftermarket and just videos and stuff. So that's really cool. You deserve that, and man, I'm happy for you. I'm so happy for you.
I'm ready for a nap.
Go get a nap, Aaron. Go get a nap, my brother.
I mean,
You cannot work enough repetitively, consistently over time to get used to it.
What?
No, 1:30 is so early.
That is early. That is
It
really
is early. I gotta go to bed when it's still light out, and it gets light.
Yeah.
It gets darker sooner and sooner, but it's still
That's some weird hours to keep going to, like waking up at like 1 o'clock in the morning. Like, when would you get your sleep in?
very little, but it's all worth it. It's 100% worth it. So the sacrifices that we're making now.
It always comes down to the main thing. It's how bad do you want it?
That's
Exactly.
it. That's it.
And I say that to myself, because I have nights too where I might go out with friends or something and it's like 10 o'clock and I'm like, crap. But I'm like, no, I gotta be there. You know how many times I've done that? So many times. I did that yesterday. I mean,
yeah.
But I'm like, no.
When I see it heading into 11, I'm like, shit. 4 hours. Okay, we can make it happen.
Yeah, that's what I've started doing. If I'm still up past 10 p.m., I just stay up.
Oh, I gotta have a little sleep, and I don't.
Yeah, I gotta
get
a little bit in there.
My mind. I have to trick my mind. It's not sleep at that point. It's just a nap.
It's
I'm
a
gonna
nap.
have a nap. Then I'm gonna start my day, and I'll sleep tomorrow. So I gotta trick myself into thinking that.
Sleep on the weekends.
Yeah.
Yes.
No,
I sleep in on Saturdays. 7.
I'll get all the sleep I need about 6 weeks after I'm buried. So.
Even on the week.
After?
Because there's still going to be stuff that needs to be done for the 6 weeks after.
6 weeks after you're buried. What are you going to be doing in that 6 weeks? That, like, you're going to be dead. What?
Exactly. That's how busy everything is I'll still have 6 weeks of stuff to do after I'm buried.
I thought that's what you said. All right.
I'm like, at first I didn't get it, but yeah, now I get it.
Well,
yeah,
no, it's just something that Colin Maldish used to ask me, or he's asked me a couple of times when he was younger if I ever thought about retiring because I was getting pretty old. I said, well, I'll probably get to retire about 6 weeks after I'm buried. That's when they'll finally let me go.
I'm like, I started picturing some Weekend at Bernie's type shit going on. He was dead, but he was still like doing stuff.
Yeah.
Still walking around.
Well, yeah, y'all heard about that? I forget what it was, but the person that died in their office and they had been there for weeks.
Oh, I need to look that up. I'm obsessed with that. I need to look that up. Because I didn't.
Yeah, it's like nobody missed them or anything like that. It wasn't until it started to smell that they're like, "Hey, something's wrong here."
Yeah, right.
Yep, that'd be me.
I had to keep myself from looking up dead celebrities and stuff like that, and the guy that goes to their grave sites. I get on a tangent. Jen's like, if somebody dies, she's like, "Oh crap." Because I like go start investigating why they died and what's into their life and where are they buried and all that. I blame it on the cancer, the PTSD, because I'm like, that was almost me. So yeah, it's like I escaped it, but I'm still obsessed with it. But not to the point where I'm focusing on my own death. I'm just intrigued with other people's death. Yeah, dude, I'm weird.
That's
we're not here to judge, Dawn. It's each their own.
That's weird.
It is weird. I'm weird. It's weird, So I have to like not do that, because I'm like, why are you focused on that? You're here, live, focus on living stuff. So that's why I watch multiplicity and stupid shit, so I can laugh instead of focusing on.
Oh yeah, that's our homework too, huh?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
So I'm
Oh,
actually
that's an excellent movie.
You are.
You actually
that's
what?
Amazing. Are you gonna stay up for it, or are you just gonna take a nap through it?
No. So he said that earlier today, and I'm like, okay, I have seen this before. I was really young when I saw it last. I don't remember. It was like after it came out or something. I don't remember, but I have seen it before. It was super funny. So I'm like, you know what? Okay, fine. I will do this, and I'm going to do this on Sunday afternoon, and I'm going to watch it, or Sunday evening or something like that, and I will watch it. I will watch it.
Yes.
I may have a glass of wine while I watch it. Maybe the bottle. I
was going to say a 124 ounce glass.
You're going to be in the floor if you get tipsy and watch that. I'm telling you.
God,
Michael Keaton is hilarious.
My God, if I text you, just ignore me. Just be like, go to bed. It's weird. Just go to bed.
Drunk texting.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, yeah, drunk text me. That's gonna be funny. Let me laugh.
I'll play along. I'll play along.
Oh my God.
Aaron, stop trying to have a threesome, dude.
Hey.
You what?
I said, Aaron, stop trying to have a threesome. Every time I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna. I want in.
Yeah, there it is.
Hey, don't be so jealous. You're a jealous person.
Who, me?
You.
Yeah, I am. I'm admitting. She's
I
mine,
can never
damn
tell.
it. But no, look, Coach, me and Coach, that was funny. We had the DT argument that day. Oh man, that was too funny. And DT never came back. DT never came back, but I don't think it was because of that though. We were joking, But yeah, man. So I'm excited. I'm gonna watch Multiplicity for the 100th time. No, but Aaron, I'm joking. You can come hang out. I don't care. I love you more, man. You're awesome.
Oh my God, I had enough of all of you. I gotta get out of here.
No.
I love you too, Ange.
You're locked in.
I love you too,
So
James. I love everybody in the chat.
Angela out, and we're gonna find Coach's rules and end with that, guys. Everybody have a fantastic Labor Day week. Oh, look, I got fireworks. Hold on.
And here we go.
Can you see the fireworks behind us? Oh, barely. Everybody have a great Labor Day. Peace and blessings. I love you all. Everybody get some learning in. If you're going to David's class tomorrow, I'll see you there. Mañana.
Follow the rules. Nobody go rogue. Some of the rules that we have to and live and die by in here is do not lose more than 1 to 3% of your total account value in any given day. Make sure you have stop losses on each and every trade, regardless of shares and or options. Make sure you guys are practicing small base hits. Don't go for home runs. Allow the runners to run and stop out the losers. If you're a new trader, make sure you are paper trading using a simulated trading system such as Webull or some of the other ones that are out there. If you are an expert trader, please make sure you also are being careful the first 3 minutes and the last 8 to 9 minutes of the day. Those are the absolute most volatile times in the entire market. Also, if you're a newer trader, please don't trade in the first 30 minutes or the last hour of the day. Those are the most dangerous times.